Hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot. Today we're going to do a design using these amazing Glitterbel colours. Light and bright, people. I don't know if you're aware, but June is the month of Pride. So I wanted to get these out nice and early. So what are we today? 3rd of June? Excellent. So I'm going to come in on the pointer finger and the ring finger. Now these are going to be, well, very similar. They're going to have the same base. So I go in with Snowdrops white and I do a very, very thin coverage of that on both these nails. Now I am going to go in with some small decals that I got from Kazcreations. You know, there's not actually a lot of Pride decals out there, to be honest. I got in touch with Queen of Decals, who I have majority 99% of my decals from. I got in touch with her to do some Pride decals. I got pictures and everything. I sent them to her. She is snowed under. That lady has blown up. Bless her cotton socks. Bev is amazing. She's brilliant, but she's only got one pair of hands. My lady's coming in. When is she coming in? She's in on Thursday. So I need to get some Pride decals. That's what I wanted to do. And so I found these on the internet, but we'll come to that a little bit later, because I couldn't get the other ones in time, which is that's absolutely fine. Like I said, my lady's in on Thursday. However, I wanted to have a little play first. I've never done Pride nails, so I really wanted to get the nice bright colours that I had, get them together, and let's see what we can come up with. There's not a lot of designs out there, so I was really quite excited to do this, to be honest. Now, this beauty here is Glitterbels pre-mixed acrylic glitter, and it's Annabel. Now, I chose this because it had some really big hexes in it. So I want this as a background for when I put my decal on. So I put small beads down, I nudge it to where I want it. This is why I wanted the white underneath, to get that amazing reflection from this glitter. So I nudge it around and I fill in all the spaces. Then when I'm happy with that, I do exactly the same on the ring finger. Now, once that's done, we come in with Strawberry Delight. This is another coloured acrylic from Glitterbels. It's a beautiful red, and what I'm going to do is do the Pride rainbow on both the thumb and the little finger. However, the thumb will be in acrylic and the little finger we're going to do in glitter. Now, I'm not going to be too worried about the blend here. Obviously don't want any harsh lines or anything, but I'm not too bothered because I am going to come in later with a pigment on that thumb. So this beautiful red glitter here is Ruby, and it's from the Glitter Fairy. Now, here I am, look, spreading myself around a bit. As soon as I get it on the skin, the first thing I do, get it off. When I'm practicing, I do it as though I'm actually doing it on a client. So I'm watching that it doesn't go off onto the cuticle, it's not too close, it's not on the skin, watching my side walls, all the usual. Now back to the Thumber, we are doing Dazzling Tangerine. Now this is a beautiful orange. Again, another coloured acrylic from the Glitterbels. All the colours that I use today are listed below as always. I am using majority Glitterbels when it comes to the colours. The core system, the clear and the monomer is Moyra. Just adding a little bit of that Strawberry Delight, just so there's no harsh lines. And then just blend that so it's easy to put my next colour on. Going with orange on the little finger in glitter, and this one is Hot Crush. Now the crushes from Annabel are stunning, but they're not. They've got an iridescent to them, which means they can be used sparsely, or you need to add a little bit more to get that popping colour, which is what I wanted for this set. I mean, just a little bit more look, and it's there, done, brilliant. Here we're going in with Shine Bright, which is a bright yellow from Glitterbels. And I'm just going to put that up against that tangerine. Dazzling Tangerine. Back to the little finger and the glitter. Yellow is going to be Lemon Crush. Pop that on, blend it a little bit. And the next colour we're going to use is Bright Blue. And then it's Delphinium on the glitter, which is again from the Glitter Fairy. I use two colours from the Glitter Fairy, Ruby and Delphinium. That's from the Indian Summer Stacker. Very popular glitters those are from the Glitter Fairy. Brilliant for summer. Colours are amazing. I think you get about 5 or 6. It's absolutely stunning. She's had them a while now, a few years. I bet it's 2 years. Easy, I bet it's 2 years. Beautiful colours they are. It's Delphinium. As always, everything is listed below. I can't remember if I said that or not, so I'll just pop that in there again. Pistachio is the green that we're going to use on the acrylic, and the Fairy Crush will be its counterpart in the glitter that I will be putting on the little finger. Now, while you just watch me do this, I want to take this opportunity to say hi to all my new subscribers. I want to thank you so much for clicking that button. I really do appreciate it. Here we go, and this is Fairy Crush. Make sure it's flat, but that I've got green that you can see it. Now we're going to do a marble. We're using all the colours, so we've got Strawberry Delight, Dazzling Tangerine, Pistachio there. I also use Snowdrops White, Shine Bright and Bright Blue. I think that's all of them, isn't it? And I marble that all the way down the end. Once I've done that, I come in with some glitter. Now, at first I put on Annabel and I didn't like the hexes, so I whipped it off. I just thought they were too big. I wanted something nice and subtle, not too in your faces. And as much as I love that pre-mixed glitter acrylic, I wanted something just a little more subtle to catch the light rather than the big hexes. So I came in with the glitters that I used on the little finger, and I used them sparingly on the corresponding colours, actually on that nail. Patting it in, making sure it's flat. Now, once I've done that, I actually cap in clear and file, and then we come in with the decals. Now, the instructions for these say to pop on the nail and then top coat. However, I had a little bit of trouble. It wouldn't keep still. It kept moving. I thought, when I put the top coat on, it's going to slide around. So I took it off, put a base coat down, and then came back and tried again. And it was much better. Easier to manoeuvre, stayed more in place. So what I'm doing there is ironing out any creases, placing it where I want it, and I wanted it to shoot out from that corner like a firework. The beautiful bright colours. Now, the heart, I put it in, tested it, wasn't done, put it in for a few more seconds, not too many. If you leave it in too long, it can tend to curl. Beautiful, perfect. That's done. I'll wipe it off on the towel before putting it onto the nail and on that base coat. Exactly the same as I did on the pointer finger. I push out any creases, manoeuvre it slightly into place. Until I'm happy with the placement and where it is. I will then zap that in the LED lamp for, what was this, 60 seconds. Oh, those are a bit sticking up there, so whip that off with my scissors, not having that. Then make sure that's perfect. And I'm happy with it before we zap that. There we go. So once that base coat's done and they are fully cured and those decals are not going to go anywhere, what we do is we go in with the top coat. Look at those glitters. Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it? Oh, those nails, those decals on those nails with that background, I just think it pops. I think it's lovely. I think it's really, really pretty. So what I'm going to do is top coat all of these nails, and then we're going to pop on a few gems. Now, you see me doing some of them. Now, this is quite a long video, so I had to cut some of it out. So you'll see me do some of them, and then you'll see me do the chrome. That's it, as usual, just wiping off any excess underneath. You can see it come off on my glove finger there, can't you? So I put a little bit of glue and I go in with this teardrop in red, and then I leave that to set because it's rather slippy. It does set eventually. From this corner I'm going to put a few, these are clear crystals, they're just clear. I didn't want anything to take away from the decal, but I wanted a bit of something. We can't help but bling these up, can we? We all love a bit of bling. Oh, the crystals kept popping onto its back. I had to flip it over. Show it who's boss. There we are. So I'll put 3 down in that corner. I think I'll go in and put a couple more actually. Now I've got a few out on the board underneath, and I put them all down one side, and then what I do is I stop the camera to get some more of these beautiful ruby red gems, but I forget to press record. So you only get me doing one half of the teardrop, but I do the other half. I also put a few at the top of the heart on the ring finger, and that finishes off the gem placement. Then I come in with Pigment No2 from Glitterbels, and I rub that into the thumb, getting it everywhere that I can. Rub, rub, rub. So it gives that beautiful sheen from those colours. And there we are, there's the finished design. I really hope you like this. If you do, please hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, I would love it if you would. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Until next time, bye.